Alright, class. So I will discuss to you now about solids for which volume is equal to 1/3 of the base times height. So in these solids, basically, their volumes is obtained by the formula 1/3 times the base and the height. So first off, we have here the pyramid. So definition: a pyramid is a polyhedron of which one face, called the base, is a polygon of any number of sides, and the other faces are triangles which have a common vertex. So this is the vertex, and we have here, this is our base, this part, and the other faces are triangles. So this one, this, and this. These are called the lateral faces. So of course our altitude is from the vertex. It is a perpendicular drop from the vertex to the plane of the base. So this is our h, or that is our height, the altitude. So we have here the formulas. The lateral area of a pyramid is equal to the sum of the areas of the lateral faces of the pyramid. So again, the lateral area S is equal to the sum of the areas of the faces. While for the volume, so of course we have the volume formula, 1/3 times the area of the base times its altitude. So area of this base times the altitude. So 1/3 base times height. Okay, let us have the first example. A pyramidal slice of earth shown in the figure was removed from a railway embankment. Find the volume of the earth removed. So this is the volume of earth or kanang soil, no? And we are to get that volume. Okay, let us try to solve this one. So for this one, of course, our volume formula is to be applied is 1/3 the area of the base times height. So in which case, kung ato ni siyang ipabarog, this 150 feet will be considered as our height. And our base is this. So kanima ito ang base. Now let us try to find for the area of this base. Since our base is a triangular, so area of the base, that is base na to, it is a triangle, right? So area of a triangle, 1/2 base times height. So we will try to find the length na to of the base, as naman to consider na to aning base, and also the height of this triangle, this one. So is kung ato ni siyang ipabarog class, we have this one. This base na to, if we try to redraw our base, so this is our base now. So ginana na siya actually og forma. So as I've said, again, triangular siya, no? And kini siya nga angle, this is 45. So therefore, kani siya, mao ni siya ang 45. This is actually the horizontal line. So this is 45 and this is 30. So in our drawing, in the given diagram, this is 30. Therefore, this one is 15 degrees. And also, this is 60 feet. And this is kani siya, if this is 30 class, this is also 30. Kana angle gani nga nagpina-z, basta gani pina-z na siya na whatever is the measure of this angle is the same with the measure of this angle. So mana siya congruent na siya, no? Na siya sa ato ang trigonometry. So therefore, if this is 30, this is also angle 30 degrees. Therefore, diba, what is the sum of all the angles in a triangle? That is 180. Therefore, if this is 30, this is 15, so 45, 180 minus 45. Therefore, mao na siya kaning angle. This is now 135 degrees. No. And so, if this is our triangle, mao ni ang ato ang kanisya na base, ato siyang gi-rate draw. This would be our base. So, makita niya itong base atong triangle. Mao atong ibutang dinhi. And so, if we consider this as our base of this triangle, this one is our base, and this drop here as our H. Let us consider this as our altitude now. Okay, this one. So, kani siya nga angle din if this whole angle, this one is 135, onya, kani niya siyang drop is 90, therefore, pila naman lang ni siya, this one. So, 135 minus 90, 90 degrees man na siya, so this is 45 degrees. Kung ato ni siyang i-consider nga triangle class, this one, kani, and this, so, di ba 60 ni siya? 60. So, nakakreate ta og right triangle with this is the right triangle. So, this is your right angle. This is your hypotenuse. So, by Pythagorean theorem, hypotenuse squared is equal to h. This is our h. So, kani siya, what is this man sad? So, since kani siya 45 degrees and this is also 45 degrees, so meaning, nakakreate og isosceles right triangle, no? So, kay same man sila, isosceles meaning, same og length ang iyahang legs. Since same silang angle, this is 45, this is also 45, so therefore, the legs are also equal. So, kung h na, we consider this as our h sad in length. So, h squared plus h squared. So, 60 squared, therefore, is 2h squared. Let us divide this by 2. H, therefore, is 30 square root of 2. So, this is now the height of our base. So, kanin siya nga h. And the next, to get the base of our kaning solid figure, kanin siya nga base class, let us consider this another triangle. Kanin siya nga triangle na po datong i-consider. This one, kana. Let us make use of the sine law. So, the length B over sine of the angle opposite ni length B. So, sine of B, angle na opposite ni B is 15. So, sine 15 is equal to, kani siya since, kay ba man taan this is 60, right? So, 60 feet. The angle opposite to this length is 30. So, over sine 30. So, that is again by the use of sine law in trigonometry. So, therefore, masolve na to si B. Ato siyang cross multiply. Sine 15 degrees times 60 divided by sine 30. We get now the B, which is now 31.058. Okay, so nakuha na to si H o si B. So, we can substitute now. This is now 1/2. 31. Our base is 31.058 times our height, which is 30 square root of 2. So, our base would be, kani siya nga base, area of the base, 658.85 feet squared. And so, to get the volume is equal to 1/3 base times height. Volume is 1/3. Our area of the base is 658.85 feet squared. times height, which is given to be 150 feet. So our volume now, 32,942.3 cubic feet. Okay, this is now your final answer. Okay, let us try to find or to answer problem number 2. In the corner of a cellar is a pyramidal heap of coal. The base of the heap is an isosceles right triangle whose hypotenuse is 20 feet and the altitude of the heap is 7 feet. If there are 35 cubic feet in a ton of coal, how many tons are there in this heap? Okay. Okay, let us try to have the solution for example number 2 here. So we have a pyramid whose base is an isosceles right triangle. So this is our right angle. This is our hypotenuse, which is 20 feet given. So main kag isosceles right triangle, again nakay right angle, and then ang imuhang legs are equal mo na isosceles. This is our base, and also this is our pyramid. And then ang height ko no niya, sorry, naghiwi atong pyramid or atong heap in the form of a pyramid. Naghiwi siya. But this is actually 7 feet. That is the height of the pyramidal heap. Now, it is also given that 1 ton is 35 cubic feet. So we will get our, or we will express our answer in terms of tons. Okay, so considering 1 ton is 35 cubic feet, so we will express our answer in terms of ton. Okay, so let us try to solve for this. Our volume, of course, will use the formula volume is equal to 1/3 base times height. So our height is obviously 7 feet, while the base, so we will get the area of this base. So since triangle man siya, area of the base or area of the triangle is given by the formula 1/2 base times height. Excuse me. And so for this isosceles right triangle that we have, this would be our base 20, while our height, so kani atong height, we are going to solve for this height pa. So our height is unknown. Let us try to solve for this. Now since isosceles right triangle man is, so if we consider this the legs to be x, so x kung x na x sad ni, and opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, which is 20. So by Pythagorean, 20 squared is equal to the legs squared. So duha ka legs squared. So therefore masolve na to ang x. This is now the length of the leg. Okay, again this is 20 squared is equal to 2x squared. Divide the whole equation by 2. So x therefore is 10 square root of 2. We have now our x 10 square root of 2, but that is not yung gipangita nato, but this h right here. So this is our x 10 square root of 2. So kung mag-consider ta another triangle, kani another triangle, drop wherein na si h. This is h nato, and then X is the kani siya perpendicular ni siya. So H now is our kani siya X now is our hypotenuse. So kani kinam siya sa center now, and this is 20. So this length, so kung ito na lang yung nun ha. Pana siya ba? This is our H, so kani siya nga triangle. This is X, which is na-solve na to 10 square root of 2. And since gitunga man ni nato sa no, kay namin siya center, so that is 20 nga na siya center, so divided by 2, so this is 10. So X now is the hypotenuse. So X squared, let us solve for the H using the Pythagorean. So H squared therefore is equal to X squared minus 10 squared, or that is 10 square root of 2 squared minus 10 squared. So H therefore is the square root of 10 square root of 2 squared minus 10 squared. So masolve na nato ang height of the triangular base. So our H now is 10. Okay, so volume, let us solve for the base first. This one. So base now is equal to 1/2 base times height. Our base is 10. 10 square root of 2. Our base is 20, sorry. By looking at this whole figure, this is our actual triangular base, this one. So our base is 20, then our height H is this one, 10. Okay, so our base is actually 100 feet squared. So that our volume is 1/3 base na to times height. So 1/3 times 100 times the height nga 7. So the volume now is 700 over 3. This is cubic feet, but we must express our answer in tons. So 35 cubic feet in 1 ton. So volume now is 20 over 3, or that is 6 2/3 tons. This is now your final answer. Okay, we have another one. A regular pyramid. So what is a regular pyramid? A regular pyramid is one whose base is a regular polygon, whose center coincides with the foot of the perpendicular dropped from the vertex to the base. So upright siya, class, so, meaning to say that if you drop a perpendicular from the vertex padung sa base niya, motunong siya sa center sa ato ang base dinhi. No, wala siya gahirig ba. And so this is our base kani siya, and these are our lateral faces. Okay, so still the same. Ang kanang drop nato from the vertex to the perpendicular drop from the vertex to the base is your altitude or height of the pyramid. So ang ato ang lateral faces are equal triangles. So kani siya regular polygon ang ato ang base. Okay, we have here the formulas. Lateral area is equal to 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the slant height. So we have this formula. Perimeter of the base. So when you say perimeter, atong i-add no tanan nga length kani siya. of the sides. And then the slant height, our slant height L is this one. This kani siya. Kani isa ka lateral face. Kani siya nga na iyahang slant height kana ang length. And also the volume, so still the same. The formula for the volume is 1/3 base times the altitude. So again, base na to, that is the area of the base na given na to. Okay. So for example, we have here sample problem number 1. Let's try to solve. If there are 1 and 1/4 cubic feet in a bushel, what is the capacity in bushels of a hopper in the shape of an inverted pyramid, 12 feet deep and 8 feet square at the top? So we have an inverted pyramid wherein square ang ato ang top. So instead of ang base na sa ubos, so ari sa gibaliman, so na siya sa babaw. So this is our pyramid now. Kani. And this is 8 feet square sa top. And our height is given to be 8 feet. Hopper, mangguni siya class. Kanang, sabay tawag na hopper. Okay, inanagan niya siya forma. In a bushel, so we are to find the answer in terms of bushel, wherein given 1 bushel is 1 1/4, 1.25 cubic feet. Okay, so this is the conversion factor. So from the formula, volume is 1/3 base times height. This is gonna be our base, of course. So kaibaw naman ta sa base, no? Okay, kalira din siya kayo. This is already given, so we can simply have direct substitution. So 1/3, our base is 8 feet, and then since it is a square, then our height is 8. 8 ba ni? Dara, 12 feet da eh. This is 12 feet ang depth niya. So that will be considered as the height of the pyramid. Okay, so this is 12 feet. So that we have now 256 cubic feet, but let us try to convert. Again, in 1 bushel, there is 1.25 cubic feet. So therefore, you have your volume now, 204.8 bushels. So in terms of bushels. So may gipangita sa problem in bushels. Okay, next one. A church spire in the form of a regular hexagonal pyramid whose base edge is 8 feet and whose altitude is 75 feet is to be painted at a cost of 22 cents per square yard. What is the total cost? So we are to find the cost. So ang ato ang cost is 22 cents per square yard. So sa may kuha na to ani, we should get the lateral area, and then in terms of square yard, kay para makuha na to ang total cost. Okay, church spire. Asa man to aning so ano lang di eh. Okay, so let us have sample problem number 2 here. So, hexagon. So, how many sides are there in a hexagon? 6. Delta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, regular hexagon.